What's up guys, it's Larbo here and today I'm giving you my predictions for the 1920 Premier League season. Sorry if you can hear any hoover noises in the background, I apologise for the interference, but yeah, let's get on to this. So, I have written these down on a piece of paper because I'm probably not going to be able to remember them all word by word. Yeah, let's get into this. I've written them down here on this sheet of paper that you can see here. But yeah, 20th spot, Southampton. Southampton, I don't think will survive whatsoever. Literally, they've not signed anyone. They've got the manager from RB Leipzig. I think he done a decent job towards the end of the season, but to be honest, I don't think he'll do enough. Haven't signed anyone. But if they do lose Ryan Bertrand or Nathan Redmond, then game over already. They've got decent players like Angus Gunn in there and Yannick Vestergaard, Pierre Højbjerg in the centre, Lamina, formerly known as a Juventus wonderkid. So hopefully you can live up to that reputation this season coming. 19th spot, Crystal Palace. This is dependent on whether Wilfried Zaha leaves this summer. Literally, the season is under a month away, and literally, the transfer saga around this guy is unreal. As soon as Arsenal put in a 40 million bid for him, literally, he put in a transfer request, so it's clear he wants to leave. We've already lost Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and literally, if they do lose Zaha, then they've got some decent players like Mamadou Sakho, Gaita in goal, Milivojevic in the centre of the park, Max Meyer, German wonderkid in the Bundesliga. They signed him last season on a free. Benteke up top on his day can be lethal. I still remember his days from being with Aston Villa. He was insane, literally. I think they've got Jeffrey Schlupp, Andros Townsend, literally tore us apart last season, literally, with that goal. Literally, it was insane. But, yeah, if Zaha does leave, I think 19th spot is pretty much right for them. And if he does stay, then I don't see him getting any higher than 15th, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. 18th spot, Brighton. I think Brighton will just about miss next season because I think that they've made signings but not any big names to like fully boost up the squad. They've got an aging Glenn Murray up top, can still do a job, but once he's gone, then he's gone. And Anthony Knockaert, a few red cards last season, so once he gets a red card, I don't think they've got anyone to replace him, so they've not got very much squad depth, like a very shallow squad depth, if I should say so myself. Matt Ryan in net, underrated keeper, he's insane for Australia and for his club, Brighton. They've got Dunk in centre back. I think they've got Gross in the midfield. He did decent last season, to be fair to him as well. They had a decent season last season and they just about missed relegation last season, but I think this season they'll just about miss next season. So I think down a spot by one would be right for them. 17th spot, Newcastle. I am friends with some Newcastle fans and literally all they say is how much they hate Mike Ashley and how they want him to leave and have like a massive takeover. To be honest, I can't blame them. Ashley, for me, is one of the most corrupt chairmen in the Premier League, if not the most corrupt. He literally doesn't give his managers enough money. Literally, he doesn't make his players want to play football, and he just gives them a bad name. And I think if Newcastle do want to get any higher than 17th, they're going to need to spend some money. I mean, he is a millionaire, so it is in his name, and he has got loads of cash to splash. But them linked with Yolinton from Hoffenheim. I think if they bring him in, it's a huge upgrade from Rondon. And I'm not saying Rondon is bad, but Yolington has played in the Champions League and Rondon has played for West Brom. So you can see where I'm going here. But Sean Longstaff, they've got to keep hold of him as well. Man United are seriously up their arse to sign Sean Longstaff. And I think, if anything, they need to keep hold of Shaw and Dubravka as well. Dubravka, top quality. I'm surprised none of the top 6 have tried to sign him. Fabian Shaw, underrated centre-back, to be honest. He's got a right foot on him, let's just say that. Especially off the back of last season when he signed. I think Steve Bruce, I think he can just about do the job for them. But Rafa has gone to China and he took Rondon with him. So, yeah, they just need a new striker and someone to replace Ayoze Perez as well, who has gone to Leicester. So, it's kind of bad, really. But, yeah. 16th spot, Aston Villa. I don't know why I put Aston Villa here. I do. The sign Wesley Morales, so they've got Champions League experience up top. Obviously, from playing up front with Club Bruges in Belgium. Jack Grealish, he lifted the Championship playoff trophy with Aston Villa, and they've got other players like John McGinn, Tyrone Mings, Courtney House from Wolves, who has been signed permanently, I believe so. El Mohammadi, El Ghazi, I think, but I think they've got Codger as well. They've got a decent squad depth, and I think 16th spot is about right for Aston Villa, and yeah. 15th spot, Norwich. Norwich have signed a Bundesliga veteran in the name of Ralph Farman. He is an insane keeper. He had an unlucky season in the Champions League last season, and obviously the Bundesliga as well. I think he's a top-notch keeper, and I think, he's just world class. Norwich have signed a few players, but I think I don't think anyone's heard of him, but I think if they sign one more big money signing, then I think they can get higher, in my opinion, anyway. But, and 15th just sound about right for Norwich in the first season back. 14th spot, Burnley. I don't know why I put Burnley here, but Burnley are just one of them teams that they can have a dead squad and they can just perform. But, I think they'll survive again. Sean Dyche is an amazing manager. No words said to explain how much quality he has as a manager. And I think Burnley need to keep hold of him, because I think if they don't meet his standards that he wants, I think he'll be out the door. And I think Burnley will be screwed after that. 13th place, Sheffield United. I think they'll be this season's underdog story. I don't know why. I just think they will. They've lost Dean Henderson. He's gone back off loan, back to Man United. But yeah, they've got Billy Sharp up top. I think that's his name anyway. Yeah, I think it's Billy Sharp. But I think he will get a couple goals. They'll have a decent all-round season, in my opinion. And there's not much else to say about that, really. 12th spot, Bournemouth. Bournemouth have just solidated themselves as Premier League material now. That's all I've got to say. Literally, they're one of those teams that never say die. Literally, Eddie Howe has been through with Bournemouth since the beginning. He's seen dark times, he's seen the dark and the bright times with them. And to be honest, he's just world class. Like, in my opinion, he's the best English manager in the Prem, if not in world football, the best English manager. But yeah, Joshua King and Callum Wilson, in my opinion, the best striking duo, joint outside the top 6, and I'll get onto the other duo later. I think you guys have got an idea on who it is, but nevertheless, I'll move on. Nathan Ake, gotta hold on to him. I think they need a new goalkeeper. Them linked with Jack Butland for 25 million, but 25 million for a Championship goalkeeper. I mean, he is an England goalkeeper, but he plays in the Championship now, and yeah, it's just one of them really. But yeah. But yeah, what I think Bournemouth will get between. You know what? Bournemouth is one of those teams that's hard to predict, to be honest, but I think 12 sounds about right for them. 11th spot, Watford. Watford, I think, will have a slightly poorer season if they don't replicate the form from last season. Gerard Deulofeu will get them goals, and Troy Deeney will as well, but they need new defenders because they've got an aging defence and it's not going to cut out for them. Excuse me. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, Watford will be the team that get 11th. 10th spot, bang on in the middle of the table, I've gone for Everton. Everton, I think Richarlison defied his price tag last season, or met his price tag. He had a good season. When everyone found out that they bought him for 50 mil, everyone was asking questions, but he lived up to it, and I think he did good. And I think if he gets more service than he did last season, I think he can do better than he did last season. Jordan Pickford in there, solid. Literally, Jordan Pickford is solid, apart from the one error he made against Liverpool, which pretty much nearly cost us the title. But yeah. But saying that, we did lose 4 games. But yeah. Moving on. I think they've got other people like Kurt Zouma, Yerry Mina, solid defenders. Bernard on the wing, rapid, small, Brazilian, skillful. Just oozes class at every pore, to be honest. And yeah, I think he's good, in my opinion. 9th place, West Ham. West Ham, I think we'll get 9th this season. Felipe Anderson, Marko Arnautovic, gone to China. But yeah, I think it's pretty hard, to be honest. West Ham was pretty much the difficult one to predict for me, in my opinion. The team that was most difficult to predict, because the squad is good, but they've got an aging squad, but they've just got some star players that can just shine and help the whole squad altogether. What the? Sorry about that, but 8th spot, I've gone for Leicester City. Leicester, I don't care. Literally, them class. Literally, they are class. Jamie Vardy up top, need I say more? 18 goals last season. It's just, for someone that's up 33, you wouldn't believe that, would you? But yeah, Jamie Vardy, world class, man. Honestly, he's just class. I wish he got into the Prem sooner, because I think if he did, he'd be top notch, more than he already is now. Signed Jose Perez for 40 mil. I think he'll do a decent job. James Maddison, good season last season as well. I think leaving Norwich as well. I think if he did stay, I think Norwich could have got higher, to be honest. But yeah, I think Leicester will. I think Leicester will have a good season again this season coming. 7th spot, first one of the top 6. I've gone for Chelsea. Richard Sarri's gone out the door. Hazard's gone to Real Madrid. They've got a transfer ban. The 400 kids that are now have all come back. So yeah, I think Chelsea, they've got a good squad depth this season, but I don't think it'll be enough. Chelsea will get 7th, and I'm pretty sure counting on it. They've got good players. They won the Europa League last season, but yeah, I think they won't get any higher than 7th, to be honest, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, they've got good players. They've still got Kante, Willian, Surprisingly, Giroud had a good season last season, getting the Golden Boot for the Europa League. Kepa, he's a good keeper. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, Marcus Alonso, Jorginho. I think they need to put Kante in the middle if they've got any chance of getting any higher, because they put Jorginho in the centre, and I think Kante is just born for the central midfielder role. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I think Chelsea will get 7th though. 6th spot, I've gone for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Being from Wolves myself, last season was just magical for them, wasn't it? Like, semi-final in the FA Cup. 7th place, Europa League qualifiers coming up. It's just good times for Wolves, ain't it? Like, yeah. I think Wolves will get higher this season, and I think they will do good. I think they've got the joint top 2 alongside Bournemouth in the name of Jota and Jimenez. I think they were electric last season. They beat pretty much nearly all of the top 6. So yeah, I think they'll do good. They haven't signed anyone. They won the Asia Cup, beating us on penalties. But yeah, I think Wolves will get 6th this season, and yeah, I'll just fully rate Wolves now, because I'm pretty sure they went from League 2 all the way back to the Prem, and they've had a good season. But yeah. Wolves haven't signed anyone, as far as I'm not aware of. Wolves fans, comment down below. I believe they're linked with Patrick Cutrone from AC Milan. If they do sign him, it's going to be a good signing for them. Also linked with Morgan Sanson from Marseille. Decent midfielder, French, can pass a ball. But yeah, I think Wolves will get 6th this season, and I think they'll have a good season again. But Europa League, they might go far. It's hard to tell really, but it depends on what happens during the qualifiers really. But yeah. 5th place, I've gone for Arsenal. Arsenal are a team that are in disarray, let's be honest. 15, 16 years ago, they were invincible, and now literally they can't get a top 4 spot. Literally, that's what it's come to. But yeah, Arsenal, they've got Aubameyang and Lacazette up top. But yeah, I think they'll get a good 20 goals between them. But I don't think them pair alone won't be enough. Bernard Leno in goal, I think will do decent as well. I think he'll get into double figures for clean sheets. Guendouzi, one for the future. Lucas Torreira was their best player last season. I do not care. He was their best season last season. Best player, hands down. I think his signing went under the radar because of last season with the likes of Kepa, Felipe Anderson, Richarlison, Ben Foster as well, Jimenez, Martinho, Rui Patricio, all them signings that were made, and Torreira's went under the radar, and yet he became the best signing last season, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Arsenal will get 5th. 4th place, my team, Manchester City. Last season, I do not know how we won the title. We won by 1 point. I don't know how that happened, literally. I think if we did not beat Liverpool that game, I don't think we would have won. And I think Liverpool would have won. We did do the domestic treble and the Community Shield, which made it the quadruple, but I really don't get the Community Shield as a quadruple, to be honest, because I don't know why. But yeah, I think we'll get 4th. We haven't signed anyone. I think Bernardo Silva. We've got good squad depth, literally. We've got the squad depth to survive. But yeah, I think I don't think we'll get any higher than 4th. If we do, then fair play. But yeah, I think we'll do. I think we'll do decent. Aguero up top, he'll get us a few goals. Raheem Sterling, he'll get a couple as well. Ederson, need to say more about Ederson. I think he's just a different breed, to be honest. Like, I think he is. Like, I think he's just amazing. But yeah. 3rd place, Man United. Man United, I think, will have a good season. Rashford up top. David James, I think he will be... Is it David James? No, it's Daniel James. Literally, why am I getting mixed up with David James and Daniel James? One of them's a goalkeeper, one of them's a winger. Oh my god. Daniel James introduced himself into the world of football against us in the Carabao Cup when we controversially beat them 3-2. I think Daniel James will have a good season, and I think he's got the tools to become the next big thing. I think they've got other players, TC Chong, Mason Greenwood. I think like all the youth from Man United have all stepped up. Scott McTominay, Jesse Lingard. I know he's not youth, but he did good last season. David De Gea, they need to hold on to him because David De Gea did not have the best season last season, but he did produce enough saves to save Man United. But yeah, they need to hold on to him. 2nd place, there's 2 teams left, and you guys know which 2 teams. Unfortunately, as much as I'd like to go with my heart, I have to go with my head on this one. I have to go Tottenham Hotspur 2nd. Literally, amazing season for Spurs last season. I know they didn't win anything, but they got to the Champions League final. Defeated all the odds, beat us in the quarters, magically came back against Ajax in the semis, lost in the final, but literally, I rate Pochettino as a manager. He spent the least amount of money outside in the top 6, if not in the whole of the Premier League, and he managed to take his team to a Champions League final. So I think that just says a lot about him as a manager, and I think Pochettino is a manager that should just be respected all round, to be honest, because he doesn't spend as much money as we do, or Liverpool, or as big teams as Real Madrid, who have spent over like 200 million euros this summer, Atletico Madrid, Barca, literally Bayern, Dortmund, literally, he isn't one of those managers, and to be fair, I fully rate it, to be honest. As much as I want them to win the league, they'll only win if Harry Kane turns up, and yeah, that's all I've got to say, to be honest. 1st place, Liverpool. Liverpool, I think, had a stellar season last season, just about missed out on the league. To be fair, I think they should have won it, in my opinion. Won the Champions League though, so fair play to them. They made a few signings, Alisson Becker, Shaqiri. Who else did they sign? They've signed a 18-year-old centre-back from Netherlands. I don't know his name. But yeah, I think he'll be one for the future. They've got a good squad. Literally, Klopp has found the perfect squad now. So I think they'll do good. Yeah. Alisson, 3 Golden Glove winner. 3-time Golden Glove winner. Copa America, Champions League, and the Copa America. Oh, to be fair, he is a good keeper. I do rate him, to be fair, but I think I don't, because I don't want to say I'm biased, but I think I know you're not going to say I'm biased because obviously I'm a City fan, but I think Ederson's better in my opinion. I think he can do a lot more, like play with the ball with his feet and that. Alisson, yeah, he's a better shot stopper. I'm not gonna lie, and he does take more risks, but I think Ederson's just a better playmaker with his feet, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Put in the comments down below. I'll try put a poll up in the top corner on who you think's better, Ederson or Alisson. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Really, I think they're both balanced really on who's better than who. But yeah, Right, I'm going to do something new. I'm going to predict a Golden Glove winner, a Golden Boot winner, and a Playmaker Award, and the Player of the Year and the Young Player of the Year. Right. I think you guys know the predictions now. Yeah, I think... Oh, and signing of the season. I'm going to do that as well. So I'm going to start with signing of the season. Signing of the season, it's tied. I'm split between... Do you like the AQA thing, by the way? Class, yeah. Wrote it on the back of that. Because obviously I'm not in school anymore, you know what I'm saying? But, wait a second. I'm stuck between Tanguy Ndombele and Daniel James. I don't know why I keep going to say David. Like, it's not hard. But Daniel James or Tanguy Ndombele will get signed of the season. It's one of them. But, yeah. Player of the Year. I'm going to go for Sadio Mane. I think Mane has been he's been consistent ever since he's been in the Prem with Southampton and Liverpool. I think he will get Player of the Year. Excuse me. Golden Boot. I really want to say Aguero after just about missed. You know what? I'm going to say Aguero. I think Aguero will win the Golden Boot, but yeah, I think he'll win it. It's either Aguero or Rashford. Aguero or Rashford, one of them. Aguero or Rashford will win the Golden Boot. Golden Glove, Ederson or Alisson, or Lloris. I'm going to say Lloris. I'm going to say Lloris for the Golden Glove. And Player of the Year. I've said Player of the Year. Young Player of the Year. Yeah, Young Player of the Year. I don't know. I would say Rashford, but you know what? I'm gonna say Rashford. I think Rashford's like 22 or 23. But yeah, I think he will. Player of the Year, I've already said Mane, but I think Sterling could be close. I think Sterling will be close. I think it'll be close between Mane and Sterling, to be fair. But yeah, I think that's it with my Premier League predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment on what you want me to do next. And yeah, I will do more. I'll do more football. I'll do a video at the end of the season reacting to this exact video. So keep an eye out for that. And I will see you guys soon for the next video. Peace.
I gave you my heart.